such a nice view.
So you know what kind of tree this is?
Looks like an ash tree.
Now, how'd you know that?
You told me.
Yeah, I don't know my trees that well, but I know this one. It's an enormous tree. You can see the trunk right over here. The cool thing about the ash trees is that it's a really useful wood. I actually don't know a lot about what all the uses are. But I know you can make like bows out of it. And I don't have a lot of big ones on the property. So I'm collecting these seeds of this. That's what we'll do today. And then we're going to plant lots of baby trees. And in about 50 or 60 years, I'll have a lot of ash from the grave. All right, let's get some seeds. You're a little short for this, aren't you? That's all right. We'll look for some that are closer too. So you figure, I mean, when I grabbed this handful of seeds right here, this is like right there, you know, that's like 50 trees. So we don't need to actually get that many to fill up the forest with some of these. Great for biodiversity as well. Oh, looks like I got something. I never get anything. Forgot my key. That's how secure my P.O. box is. So you can practice your English with her. Puedes practicar tu inglés.
¿Con ella? Ok. Sí, porque ocupo mucho inglés yo.
Sí, ¿y qué sabes cómo decir?
Want a beer?
Perdón, ¿vas a tener huesos hoy?
No tengo ahora, Brian. Mañana.
Okay, gracias, señor. So I just asked at 3 different butchers if they had dog bones today, and they don't. This is a Saturday, and I would think they would have them, but I guess not.
So do they just save all the bones for you over the week?
No, I just check when I come down, and then if they have them, I bring in a costal, a big bag, and then they fill it up, and I pay a little bit, and it's worth it because it's super cheap, and the dogs absolutely love those bones. Really good for them. So we want to get us some scissors so we can harvest the anise without pulling it up by the roots.
Right.
And conveniently, we're at the hardware store. So one of these pairs will be good. You like orange juice?
Everybody likes orange juice.
Excelente.
So good.
It's a little bit extra tart because orange season is just now beginning. This is the biggest store in town, Mini Super Aranga.
I always like looking at different chip flavors in every country because they're all so different. Flamin' hot. I always have trouble finding street food that doesn't have meat in it. So what can us vegetarians eat?
Well, you can definitely eat stuff in Errands if you're a vegetarian. One option is just to buy fruits and veggies on the street and eat them. And actually, on occasion, I have brought vegetarians to the torta shop and said, hey, can you make a torta without meat? This person's vegetarian. And so, of course, they always say, oh, of course we can make one without meat. You know, we'll just make you a chicken sandwich. And that's not what we want. So then you could say, okay, no, I just want vegetables and cheese and stuff. And they can do that. So let's actually try that. I said I wasn't going to get more tortas, but that was because of not wanting to support the chicken industry. But I could get a veggie torta. You want one?
Why not?
I still get my torta.
So if I say to them, soy vegetariana, that means I'm vegetarian, but some people might not get that. So then you could say, I don't eat meat, fish, blah, 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 which would be no como carne, pescado, pollo, etc.
I think that'll work well. And the good thing about that is you're combining the word vegetarian with then listing what meats you don't want. Because if you say I just don't eat meat, a lot of times they don't realize that chicken is meat too, or fish.
It's good.
So what's in it?
Cheese, vegetables, and the cheese is called asadera. And they grill it really nice.
Hello, what's up?
Hey, Javier, how's it going?
Well, okay, that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean,
I love it.
I'm a knife maker, and I explore a lot the meat.
Yeah.
And I explore the woods a lot.
So it's just a pine cone from the tree in the forest that will replenish the forest in a forest fire. So essentially when this gets too hot, it explodes and expels its seeds and then replenishes the forest. So that's how they make them. And then they just take a section and put shellac over it.
And this is a real discovery. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
it's
just
pretty
only
cool.
use like shellac, but you need to put it on a pump of a vacuum
Yeah,
to take out all the air.
it's cool.
So the shellac comes in. It's so beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
just gave me so much to think about. Wow.
So if you want to check out more of those, you can go. They're called Third Eye Pine Cones. So they have website, Facebook, Third Eye Pine Cones.
If you want to come by to my workshop, knife forging workshop with swords and so on, you are very welcome.
Entonces, ¿habla inglés?
No,
Nada?
nada.
Nada de inglés.
Nada.
Nada.
Ok, está
¿Cómo
bien.
estás?
Bien.
¿Bien? ¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
Bien.
¿Y por qué hay tan muchos de niños hoy?
Porque allá hacen la primera comunión.
Primera comunión.
Ajá.
Ah,
Y te hablan de
ok.
Dios.
Well, felicidades por ustedes. Apparently all these kids are here for their first communion with God.
Eso está ahorita. Son como buchones.
¿Es bonita?
Sí.
Ah, gracias.
Muy bonita.
Allison is a tourist attraction.
Se llama muchos amigos.
She's so cute.
So in Errands, it's good to know where the bathrooms are at. There's a bathroom here in the churchyard. There's also one at Hotel Jardín. There's one off a side street a little bit off the plaza. They usually cost 3 pesos, and you should bring your own paper. So. So one of those cute little kids in the park was saying something to me I couldn't understand. I have a hard time understanding kids sometimes. And he kept indicating the height of something and saying words I didn't understand because he's talking too soft. Turns out that eventually, after 6 or 8 times of trying this, I figure he's talking about a sheep. And he was asking if we were the people who had recorded the sheep the other day on the road. And in fact, that was us. So I asked if his family had an internet. And he said, yeah. And so I gave them the information to go look up that video, and they're going to be able to see their sheep on the video that Courtney and I made. That's funny. So here in this nice shop, we're getting some dried ginger to make tea with, and I'm getting some Oaxaca style cheese. And some tortillas, and we're going to make quesadillas with the squash blossoms. Really cool.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
What are you buying gas for?
That does seem a little odd, probably. You know, I'm running the place on solar power and everything. What's going on here is we still have to use a generator to fire up the wood shop. And so I buy gasoline for that. That could be fixed with getting a lot more solar panels that would at least power the wood shop during the day. The other awesome solution would be to switch all to hand tools, which is not a bad option. I'd like to investigate more hand tools. But for now, I don't have money to buy more solar panels, so we're buying gasoline. Oh well.
Yeah, solar panels can be expensive.
Well, luckily the price of solar panels has dropped rapidly, and so they're cheaper than they've ever been. They keep improving. So I'm hoping I'll get the solar panels in here soon. We can not have the noise of the generator, and yeah, that'll be great. That's 1,239 pesos of gasoline. So at that rate, solar panels seem like a really good option, even though it would take quite a few to power it. Right now I barely have any solar panels at all, just for a little bit of light. But still, we'd only be using the solar panels during the day, so I wouldn't have to increase my battery bank that much. Let's head to our next stop.
Sounds like a good plan.
So over here they're digging all these canals down at the docks, and it's kind of exciting to me. I think what they're doing is making chinampas. Have you heard of those?
Ah, those little floating islands for agriculture and plants and...
Yeah, they call them floating islands and not actually floating.
Yeah.
But it's a series of canals, and the plants are right next to the water then. Mexico City used to have tons of those.
Cool.
They still have some near Xochimilco in the south, and I haven't been there yet, but I want to go check them out. And I'm thrilled that they're doing something like that here.
Seems like a good idea.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting involved in that Chinampas project. I should probably ask around to see if that's possible. If I could get a couple of the islands there and perhaps do rabbit raising or just whatever other kinds of agriculture. Because up in the Bosque, it's all about what I can do with no water. And of course here, this land is right on the water, so the roots can go down and I could grow a whole different kinds of things, do really interesting experiments.
Should we go visit Javier, that knife maker we met?
Oh yeah, let's go. Wow, this new shop is fantastic. It looks like you've got a lot of work.
I have so much work. It's my dream come true. Live out of this, and I am all the time making new things. I'm discovering there is so much to explore. Talking about steel, about swords, sword blades, styles. Look at this. This is tough. This is the way a sword should be.
Cool, why don't you show me your shop? Show me what you got.
Sure. Actually, it's good you just came by. I'm gonna turn on a fire and I'm gonna make the ceremony. You are very welcome to shot.
Cool.
Okay. First, you say thanks to God for whatever He gives to you. All of it, all of it. this must be very flat. And then you correct, slow, soft. Yeah. Soft. Flat and hammer, 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 hammer. Strong, strong, strong. Wait. Here, okay. Stronger, stronger. As strong as you can. Here is very dynamic. If you are like this, you're out of balance.
Right.
So you are in balance and in a power position.
So this way.
Yes. A little bit more deep. The flow. More. Higher, higher. Yes, much better. And you can look at my work in Facebook. My crucible steel.
And how long will students come to visit you for? Like,
So-
is it a week-long course or is it a month or?
Not much.
Not much.
I mean, 3 days, 4 days, that's enough. The rest of the work is at home. You come here and I tell you, hey, concentrate on this. These are the principles. How to hammer, what to hammer, looking for steel, build your own forge, and that's very important.
How much would it cost a student to make their own forge, a simple forge at home?
Well, I'm gonna use the principle of an American book. The name says everything. The $50 knife shop. I mean, it's very relative.
Cool.
So you just need to know some principles. You don't need to break your head against. I don't know. You just need to go for it. That's it. Look, this is a crowbar. And I made beautiful, beautiful hatchets and tomahawks. It's just about attitude. From a chunk like this, I make 2 hooks.
Wow.
It's just about start making it.
Dude, thank you so much for showing your shop with us.
You know you're welcome.
Great, and I'm going to try and invite some students down for you.
Well, sure.
All right,
Okay.
nos vemos.
Nice to meet you. See you around.
Thank you, Javier.
Oh, thanks. Goodbye.
Sí, purépecha.
I want to see it.
Purépecha.
En inglés, hombre, pues.
Well, that was a pretty full day. Let's head on home. I guess this is just your first full day at the Bosque, and it wasn't even at the Bosque. It was in Aranga.
I'm so ready to go back.
Well, thanks for joining us and watching the video. It was a pretty fun day in town, moderately productive, and had a few surprises. Happy trails. So how was your day?
Pretty good. No solar cooking today because it was cloudy all day long. So I'm cooking dinner in the fire right now. Probably be about an hour before I'm ready to feed you guys, but I'm making popcorn in the meantime, so we have snacks.
Sweet. Well, we had a fabulous day. We just bought a ton of food, so we're not going to have any food problems. And had all sorts of random things occur. We're going to make a video of it to share it with folks, and you'll get to see it too.
So we went into town today and got a load of groceries, and the good thing about what we got is that it's all local, it's all healthy, and the whole lot of it costs about $25, you'd say?
300 pesos, which with the
Yeah.
exchange rates, maybe even under $25.
And it's all really great, really healthy food.
Yeah, and there's only 3 of us here right now, so it's actually more food than we need. One nice thing is that the potatoes and the onions will last a long time. We also have food we're harvesting, so we got a lot of food. But we're going to make some kimchi. That's why I got these cabbages. So some of these vegetables will go into the kimchi, and we'll eat that for like months. So that was a pretty happy day for shopping.
Pretty successful.
I don't think we could get this much in Seattle or New York for that price.
I don't think so.